There's no way that this is true. I mean, the internet is begging Disney to cast this Marvel hunk as a live-action Prince Harry. Not me, obviously. I mean, maybe we're talking about Hemsworth. Hi, I'm Sebastian Stan, and Squire has asked me to explain some things, so let's dive in. I basically did a lot of fasting and running on an empty stomach, which was really hard. I started sort of in January. I was working on another movie in Canada, and I would try to get 20,000 steps a day, and I would try to fast for 16 to 18 hours. And then basically I kind of went pretty much a vegan diet, except without the carbohydrates. So I was kind of just eating salads and avocado and almond butter, basically. It was tough. I mean, you gotta remember, this is a guy that would go on roller coasters and play the drums upside down and like go through the crowd and stuff. I mean, it just, you're like, how do you do that? I think that energy, it was sort of what I was after. It's a really hard thing. Drums are hard. The great musician, Isaac Karp, a great drum teacher, came over my house at least 3 times a week. A lot of that, a lot of watching YouTubes of Tommy playing, doing the stick twirl, which was a lot harder to pick up than people think, because you really have to just keep going. My fingers were swollen by the end of it. I had 2 really talented makeup artists. These 2 guys would come and they would flank me. One would be from the right and the other one would take the left side, and then they would just double team me basically every morning at 4:30, and the tattoos would last about 3 days. And then they would sort of start to kind of fade and they need touch-ups. But they were great because I don't have any tattoos at all. So it really gets you out of your own skin. Okay, here we go, Carter Mason. Was Carter Mason misunderstood, or did he misunderstand some things, It was such a great job, it was New York and I was home and I could work and I could go to work with my friends and it was great. Me constantly talking about Marvel, literally everyone I know. Best fan question that you're always asked, do you feel Bucky Barnes has got justice? And I'm like, listen, he had plenty of moments and we got him to a good place, so that's what I'm happy about. Sebastian learned he was going to be in Black Panther while standing at a baggage claim with Kevin Feige after a flight, where Feige offhandedly mentioned it. Completely true. I think it was like on the set of Civil War. And he goes, oh yeah, by the way, we're gonna have you come in like early next week. You're gonna do the scene with Ryan Coogler. And I was like, wait, did you just? And it's always been like that, by the way. It's always been offhanded, you know what I mean? Even like getting the role like back in the day was sort of offhanded, so true. I saw this! Anthony Mackie to make directorial debut with Claudette Colvin biopic. This is great. This is amazing. He's gonna kill this. I mean, talk about energy, like he's one of the most charismatic people I've ever met in my entire life. And he will, no matter what, always lift you up. And I just think him in a leadership role of any kind is good. We were on some red carpet or something and he goes, I don't know what he said. He said something like, man, Sebastian Stan, you looking good, pow, pow, pow. I'm telling you, I get more people saying that to me now than anything else ever. Like they're like, pow, pow, pow. I'm like, thanks. I guess Anthony coined that, but that was pretty good. Look, it's really kind, and never say never. Mark Hamill is my father, and he knows that. And I call him every Christmas to tell him, just want you to know I'm around. It's really terrifying. Today, maybe more like that number 8. just barely hanging on, hanging on by a thread. That's very terrifying. Thank you for watching, and make sure to check out Pam and Tommy on Hulu February 2nd.